Dinner's ready.
Shut up.
Okay.
I gotta do that thing.
I have homework for 30 seconds.
I'm knocking on the door.
Okay.
I'm knocking on the door.
I go, oh, 1 second! 1 second! Wait!
Take a picture of the laptop there. Take a picture of the laptop.
You don't. This is your worst. This might be your worst look.
Look, oh, yeah, your worst look is this right now, too. I don't even look that bad, too, either.
What was the ellipsis then?
What do you mean?
What injured ... What'd that mean?
That's fucking.
What
You're
that mean?
injured. It means
But what's-
maybe
there's an implication.
hold a spot for your boy
Yeah.
after
Dude.
we break up.
Yeah.
You're saying if my girlfriend ever died, you'd be first.
Yeah,
up.
right?
Which is like
I
you
can't
don't need to say.
I can't right now,
It
but
is-
she
you
might
know
go to
what?
an out-of-state
It is
college.
exactly like that.
No, the dying's extreme, but it's like I might be going to an out-of-state college, and
Yeah.
so maybe wait for me because we're both going
so
to
I'm
the same
prepping
college.
for the likely breakup.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
For a
Well,
bench spot.
Well,
Yes.
like
you are a bench spot,
He's
by the way.
trying to
I
be
wasn't
a
the bench
backup
spot.
guy for
I
a different
promise you're
girl.
a
Would he
bench
ask
spot.
me first?
You're a bench spot now.
The implication is that Ryan is the bench spot.
Ryan's the bench spot. Ryan fucking swallows it, bro.
I don't even know.
Oh,
You
don't
guys-
talk about Ryan that
Goodness.
way.
Ryan swallow. You do not hold a candle to Ryan. You can't please him
Is
like
Ryan
Ryan.
cupping the balls?
Ryan cups the bulls,
God
bro.
There you go.
damn,
Ryan
Ryan.
went to
He
college for
cups,
this.
he cups all three.
Ryan went to college for this.
No, okay.
Did he not?
Basically, for listeners tuning in, Aiden has been trying to cheat on Ludwig for the basketball event.
I'm doing a basketball
trying to
event
cheat.
in July. It's a 3v3 event, and I asked people to make teams, and I'm making a team, and I asked Aiden. I asked him early, and he's the first person I asked.
I want to play.
And
Of course
he
you
really
want
wants
to play.
And,
I want to have sex.
and so he really wants to play.
He wants some play.
And so much so he's like moving stuff around. And I'm like, that's great. I'm excited to play with you.
I canceled a trip to play with you.
He's very well. No.
to play.
It sounds like you canceled a trip to play. We're getting there because then this other guy who has to be Captain Trevor starts picking up ringers. Okay, he's like, I picked up this guy. He can dunk. I was like, what are we?
What?
Yeah, he said he picked up a guy who can dunk, and then he picked up this guy Ryan who played basketball with, who's like very good, played in college. And
Ryan's the best player in our group on Sundays that we play with, and he's Chris's
and then
friend.
it's 3v3. So he's
friend.
asking for his fourth bench person to be freaking Aiden.
Yeah.
And then Aiden says no because he's on a team with me. But I tell Aiden, I give some insider info, which is that I hurt my knee this past weekend.
And what does he do?
And
What does he do
and
after he heard
and
that?
so Aiden immediately
Pulls out a second cell phone.
goes to Trevor with his second cell phone. And he goes, he's injured, ...
Yeah.
Maybe we can fuck on the side.
Maybe just a little mouth stuff while he's hurt.
And then when I'm back in action, what, we're supposed to be on like usual?
He messages.
I think so.
He messages work Dave in his phone.
Yeah, I messaged
Work
Work Dave.
husband.
Didn't even know Work Dave moved me to the bench.
Work Dave moved you to the bench and you still want to sleep with him.
No, I wouldn't want to be on the bench.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
Well,
So I'll find another-
Isn't it just vintage Aiden at this
I'm
point?
gonna be out there with
Isn't
the
it
most
just
crippled.
classic?
You're not out of this. You're a piece of shit too.
What the fuck do I do? I don't even care about basketball.
Nick's cool.
Wait,
by the
Nick's
way.
fine?
Yeah, Nick's cool. He's actually awesome.
I'm out.
Nick hits one trick shot and
No,
he's
he's out.
absolved.
He's out. No, he's out.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
You almost stuck the landing.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really go higher than that.
So anyway.
But wait, real quick, his girlfriend dressed him like Vacation Mario the other day.
Oh yeah, what was
She
that
sent
outfit?
a picture. She's like Hawaiian Nick, and he,
Dude, that was yesterday. That she
motherfucker-
sent that to you?
Yeah, motherfucker looked like
you
he's
have
gonna
it?
race the Monty Mole.
Dude, okay.
Show it.
Okay, hold on.
Show it, Slime. Show it.
It's not bad.
Slime, show
but
it.
Sure.
It was Father's Day. We got her dad some awesome dad shirts, you know. They're button up, they're Hawaiian looking. Whatever your dad
I'm
likes
laughing
to wear.
thinking about it. I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah. Like a dad shirt.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
And he put it on. And it was happy we all. And her dad was like, thought it would be funny if I wore it. Because I'm always wearing like darker colors. He's like, you put it on. That's really all it was.
It's not that remarkable of a shirt, but it's funny putting it on him in
Yeah.
particular because he has such a
They all pointed and they were like, that is hilarious.
specific
And I was-
style.
It is.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
would
right.
love to dress you for a week.
Do it.
You would have such awesome fits. This is fine.
Wow.
Well,
he looks
fine.
God, my volume too.
yeah, you just look like Vacation Mario. It's
That
like
looks
his-
like the C9 LTA jersey.
Check the ice
Can
though,
you look up
too.
C9 LTA
I'm
jersey?
not really wearing it now, but C9.
You do got ice on the
He's
wrist.
just enjoying his time at Al Delfino.
yeah, right.
yeah, don't even get flooded started on me.
By the way, New Balances are in.
They've
Do you know
been
why?
Why?
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei's on New Balance?
New Balances are
Yes.
in because of Shohei
Yes,
Ohtani.
yeah.
They were really struggling before they worked with Shohei
Yeah,
Ohtani.
Shoes Japan. How surprising.
Shohei Ohtani brought it back. See,
Brought it back. Dude, they've been hot for years.
New Balances.
Dude, Mango
back.
did not want to be there that day.
No, I think he did.
Look at him,
He always
bro.
loves doing that shit.
Mango actually is like
No, he's always willing.
he's willing to do it. He's actually just horrible at photo shoots. He's horrible at anything directed. It has to be
Look at
authentic.
that one.
I
Look
was
at that.
listening
That's
to-
a good one.
He did voiceover for those arm sleeves.
What the hell
And it's
is
so
that
funny
shirt?
listening to him do scripted voiceover.
When he did the shoot for Streamer Games last year, he was one of the worst actors of all time. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's funny
close.
because back in the Beyond the Summit days too, he talked about how like I'm an acting legend.
Yeah.
Like I did acting classes in school, and then you get Mango in front of a camera. It's just like he's terrible, but he's got heart, and you appreciate that.
It makes you question the stories about Golden Glove Marquez.
Golden Glove Marquez does seem to be a shaky foundation now. He says he was the best. He said if there's 3 things in the world it could have done: Melee, CS:GO, or baseball.
You know what the thing about me is, you know how big of a Mango fan I am? I just believe him.
100%.
Every time. Every time he says, I used to be this, I'm like, that's crazy. How could you be so good at all of it?
What's your deal? Why are you fucking pissy? Fucking coming up.
Also, why do you dress
neck?
like Vanilla Ice?
Go ninja,
I
go ninja,
like
go.
your pants, man.
Thanks, man. I got a good ass fit on today, bro.
You ever see the Vanilla Ice video where he talks about how he didn't steal David Bowie's beat?
How does he say that?
how would he even make that argument?
Right,
Yeah.
that's under pressure.
Oh,
That's
right.
crazy
Oh.
that you make that argument.
Vanilla Ice in an interview, he goes, no, it's different. It's like dun 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 dun, tss, dun, dun, and
And he adds
he's
the
like,
hi-hat.
and I put that little thing in there. He doesn't even know it's a hi hat. And I put that little sound in there, and that's Vanilla Ice. And then he did Go Ninja Go.
That's so awesome. And then he made so much money and lost it all. I'm mad at you because you texted me some annoying shit. He texted me. He goes, "What?"
Wait, let me read it. I didn't even plan on doing. You know why? I'll explain.
It'd be crazy if you planned on doing anything like this.
Okay, I messaged him yesterday. I said, "What's your devil fruit?" Aiden, do you know what that means?
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know what this means.
It doesn't mean anything. He's
Oh,
saying
does it?
It
It
doesn't.
meant something to you. You had an answer.
It's what we eat to go on the greatest adventure of all time that captivates the minds of millions of fans. Ludwig.
Millions of 30-year-old white anime fans love this.
Okay, insane comment.
What?
Insane, because
Am I wrong?
yeah, very wrong.
Millions of 30-year-old anime fans love this.
Yeah, and 20-year-old and
Sure.
Hispanics.
Yeah. Okay.
And Asian.
Yeah. More races.
And Indian.
What about Laos?
Which is still Asian.
Wait, what is this? What can someone
This is
explain?
okay.
It's the devil fruit quiz.
Oh, I know now. He's talking kind of like in the Luffy voice.
In One Piece, you get a devil fruit. It gives you power. Every devil fruit's unique.
And Nick, when you eat it, you can't swim. But they're
can't swim.
pirates on boats.
and that's why it's a devil. What?
It's a great show.
We're telling the truth.
No, but you're saying it in a way that's pejorative.
It's not
It's a
pejorative. You
great
can't
show,
swim
Nick.
in that
It's a
30-year-old
great
white
show.
anime.
You only have to suffer through the first 200 badly paced episodes to get to the good part.
And why the hell can you not swim when you eat it?
Because it's a devil.
Because you got a full stomach.
It's the devil fruit.
Because the devil fruit.
Wait a minute, you can't swim with a full stomach.
The devil fruit imbues you with powers, but you're not supposed to have these powers. So Mother Earth takes back the ability to swim from you.
Nick,
in a world, Nick, that is 90% ocean. This is not Earth.
You guys-
You have a gum fruit. That's not even in the books for fruit, by the way. That's not even in the devil fruit book.
That's some other shit.
The gum fruit.
So-
Yeah, it's based off.
The fruit that
That's
makes
big
the
DLC?
main guy stretch. The fruit that makes the main guy stretch isn't in the book.
No. There's because Vegapunk
Ugh,
has
they
a
make the
book
main
of
guy
all the
stretch.
devil fruits, and gum fruit isn't in it. He's never seen that fruit before, and he thinks it's a fruit of the god.
So I message him. I said, "What's your devil fruit?" He replies almost immediately, which never happens. He said, "I like to think I would be a Logia Andy." Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
A Logia Andy.
Okay.
And then I replied, "Hello, you have run out of allotted tokens for responses from friend LLM LTD. If you would like to purchase more tokens, text PLTR to this number. The amount will be debited from your account." He replies, "Stop," in all caps.
Yeah.
I reply, "Payment accepted. $799.99 will be charged to your payment method." And then I said, "Haha, yeah, Logia is cool."
Oh my god. It's so funny to just message him so that you can do that.
And then he said, "I'd pay $800 to talk One Piece with you."
Wow.
Which is very
And then it
sweet.
got real.
And then he didn't fucking reply.
And then he didn't
Yeah. Okay, so I was watching his stream,
And then he didn't reply.
Wait, can I out him really quick? Can I just out you for
please.
a second?
Yeah, out him.
So
Shut up, by the way.
Anthony sends a text to my girlfriend and he's like, look how much awesome olive oil I bought.
Yeah.
And it's like a big thing of olive
It's
oil.
too much.
And I'm next to her and she looks at me and she goes, since when does he cook? And I was like, I don't know. And so she just says that. She goes, since when do you cook?
Yeah.
And he goes, nah, I order the salad with no dressing on Uber Eats.
Yeah. And I just like olive oil.
And then I put
Fucking-
the dressing on myself. And I'm assuming with olive oil.
yeah, because I don't trust their dressings. I like my own dressings.
What do you rip?
Huh? Olive oil.
No, I know.
On the salad.
I understand that. I understand that. Do
You drizzle it.
You just drizzle it on.
Dude, I bought 3
you
quarts.
rip laundry?
What are you talking about?
Do you do your own
Of
laundry?
course I do my laundry.
Don't say of course.
I think that's an of course.
I'm
We're
not
not
saying
like
of
you.
course.
Dude, not like
I
you.
do.
We're not like the
Whoa.
upper class.
I do my own laundry.
Episode like 4, I have had this same shirt, all right? This is literally on the episode 4 or some shit. So
If someone did your laundry, they would have eaten the shirt.
Yeah,
They would have needed a
Because
protein.
I was lost. I was
Yeah.
lost. They would get hungry.
They would've eaten the
They would get
shirts.
hungry after enough episodes.
shirts
I'm
every
just not
time
a
you have
clothes
somebody else
guy
do
the
it.
way you guys are clothes guys. Maybe a shirt guy, but... So yeah, I do my own laundry. What else do you want to fucking get smoked with?
I would love to talk to One Piece with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would it-
Well, I was watching Brawl Pro stream and someone asked him, "What's your devil fruit?" And then he said, to swim.
They can't do that, right?
No, there's a fruit that lets you swim through.
Well, I thought
earth.
devil fruit don't make you not swim,
through
though.
water,
Not-
through earth.
Right,
Like
what-
it
That's
lets you
situational.
treat
unrealistic.
lets you
Situational.
treat
Seems unrealistic.
the earth as water.
This is the greatest anime of all
through it.
time.
The
It's
greatest.
so good, bro. It's so good. I'm not even being sarcastic. Right now, we're in Egghead Island, and it's a futuristic island, but it's actually from the past.
Actually, this
No
is
way.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And Dr. Vegapunk's the smartest person ever, and guess what? They're sending assassins after him.
Oh my god! Now, did your science
like Mr.
teacher?
Beast.
Your science teacher
Yes.
called me, and she's a little upset that you got a D on your final.
Yeah.
And
You've been you've been spending a lot of time in the library, sitting on the floor reading the manga.
What do you fucking know about anything?
Manga.
What are you doing? What are you doing all
I've
day?
consumed more One Piece than either those two.
You where are you at?
What I made it to like fucking Sky City or whatever.
Skypea.
Skypea.
Don't say it wrong on purpose.
Skypea.
she loves this
I
shit.
didn't know the name. See,
You really love this, don't you?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good.
Okay. I got some Christmas gifts in mind.
It's so good. I don't know how.
Some of it's good.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You're like arguing that it's all good, and for a while you wanted to put Polite in a fucking room for 2 weeks and make him watch
Make
all
it
of One
watch
Piece.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's
Well,
not something you would do with a good piece of media.
Yeah, you could, because it's more about the challenge. Like
The challenge of watching something.
The challenge of
is
getting through
Elden
it.
Ring good?
Yeah, it's great.
And I've trapped myself in a room to beat that game, and it was torturous because it was the time span to do it, and that made it difficult.
Yeah, but
checkmate!
every part of Elden Ring is good.
But if you play it 102 hours in a row, then it becomes tougher.
No, it doesn't.
The challenge. It does. I did it. You haven't done it. So I win this.
Guy, it's true. It is guy who's done it versus guy who hasn't done it right now.
I just believe that Elden Ring is better than One Piece. Sorry, cancel me, woke.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, and now we have something for them to vote on their phones right now.
Elden
like,
Ring versus One Piece?
I think it's a great
One
question.
Piece wins. One Piece easily wins.
If we blend me and Nick's psyche on this, we get to have an opinion together as one unit.
actually
Because
true.
Because I've played the first 5% of Elden Ring.
and I've watched the first 5% of One Piece.
Yeah, which is roughly 700 episodes.
Roughly, yeah, getting about 200, 300 episodes in.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like hearing someone talk about a Smash tournament, and then they go "Pu." It's like it's like a no deodorant joke.
I don't think it's that way.
One Piece long joke.
No, I don't think it's
It's
that
the
way.
same.
Yeah, but that's like
It's the same.
if I went to a bunch of tournaments and people smelled.
You get to say
if
that.
if I went to 5 majors and then they all smelled bad and I walked away with that opinion, I'd respect it a bit more. It's like, sure, I didn't attend for 10 years.
He smelled the stinky, stinky butt.
which
of One Piece.
low key is actually what all fighting game tournaments smell like, but
Yeah, I was. You know what I was gonna say? I reported back from Combo Breaker. It was
Yeah.
fine.
oh,
Yeah.
this is progress.
It is progress.
This is progress.
100%. Because I think Combo Breaker last year was actually reportedly very bad.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm not going to shower. I have pools at 1 p.m. I got to wake up early.
yeah, exactly. Dude, I was the new Mario Kart. I was thinking about it a lot, and I think I have a problem with it.
Okay, is it
think-
Luigi's outfit?
All of
Which one?
only the racist ones.
He's so
Are
cute.
the ones I like.
There's no
But
racist one.
it's. I think
He has a Persian one.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like the gondolier.
He looks like a pimp from Turkey.
Yeah, he probably is.
There's a bunch of Monegasque racing drivers who are really upset about the racing suits. So that's
Dude,
one.
the baby Mario helmet, it just says baby racing in a cool font. That's a great design. But I was playing it and I was thinking like, I think my problem with it is that it's just this giant like goon session of a fidelity. Yeah, look at, there it is. Oasis.
Aiden trying to get dressed in the morning.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Wait, that one's tight.
That's just Buzz
I haven't
Lightyear.
unlocked that one.
That's in Odyssey. Man,
a good
the
fit.
helmets
Go
are
to
so
the right.
shiny.
Wait, they got Trad Wife Peach?
This
Yeah.
is just zipper switch.
Bro.
Wait, how the fuck did
This
you
is
put this on
zipper
screen so
switch.
fast?
It's a video.
YouTube.
Wait, but I said go to the right and then
Yeah,
he did.
it was crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
What the hell is that about?
Zipper's watching a YouTube video of looking
All
at
right, now go
costume.
down. Come on, bitch. Come on, do it.
Get cooked.
But I think like the problem is it's this like game of like ultra fidelity, right? And you play it and it's like this goon sesh where it's like all these colors and it's very beautiful and you're just like sucked in and the game isn't, maybe it's just like old guy plays video games, but it like the older ones, because of the lower fidelity, like made you ask more questions about the game and like interface with it.
If I can add on to that, why do we need a rainbow road? We just need like
they don't have one.
I'm not going to use it.
They got rid of it, by the
That's
way.
been in the game for
Right? They don't have a new
ever.
Rainbow
No,
Road, I don't
dude,
think.
it's different now because
they?
now there's
Yeah.
a message behind it.
Oh, I guess
That's
do I have not have it
crazy.
unlocked?
Have you played all the Grand Prix?
Okay, I won't
You haven't
do the
unlocked
bit
it yet.
No. I think you're an old man right now.
I think
This
it's
is the
like
oldest you ever
it's less
sounded.
of a game and it's more of just like this fucking like jack into the goon world.
Actually,
And what's ChatGPT?
I actually think, look, fuck Nintendo all the way through. You know, oh no, that's Andre 3000. But you might think the same thing.
I do like fuck Nintendo point to Andre.
Fuck Nintendo. But I feel like this is like the first Mario Kart where they did anything different.
Yeah, it's awesome.
like what?
Like the open world.
The open world,
That's like a
but
new
also,
idea. They
also
haven't
the
had a new
driving
idea in Mario
mechanics.
Kart in fucking 20
Yeah,
years.
I think that's beside the point, I guess, that I'm trying to like look at or like think about that I've been thinking about was that it's just like it's less of a Mario Kart game. There's no room for the brain to like think and make decisions besides like drive on this beautiful planet. And
Expert?
it just feels that way.
Expert chime in.
I respect that feeling. I get where it comes from because I think you're right about that in a lot of cases.
I'm not
but
saying
the
it's
game,
bad. You're
but
freaking out thinking it's bad.
the game's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's fun
it
to
has
play.
it has a couple major weaknesses, but mechanically the game's becoming like really interesting so far. Like pro players are finding a lot of like cool stuff, and the game seems to be somewhat competitive if you don't play on the giant interim straight line tracks.
People were begging for your opinion on the subreddit.
Yeah.
There it
well,
is.
get this. If you're playing pubs and you're voting for tracks and not picking random, you're a part of the problem. And you
Yeah,
should never
it's-
play
it's
the game.
this.
It's not necessarily random only, right? You just you can
sometimes you rarely
yeah,
get
yeah.
a selectable track that's 3 laps, but you have to go. The worldwide etiquette is you just pick random so that you go play actual tracks.
Yeah, that's fair. Nah, the game's awesome, bro. You know what opened my eyes is I grinded 6 hours on one level.
Like a time trial?
Yeah, just a time trial trying to fucking crack the world record.
You
And
could have
I'm-
been doing that like in the other games.
You know how we were.
Yeah, but I think it's the tech that's involved is more like exciting to do.
It is. Even from
It's
watching,
rewarding.
you have to like hit fucking wall jumps and grinds and
And they've
shit.
also added a way to grind it easier in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Simply was
Sick.
going for Moo Moo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
he
is
was
kinda
good.
funny.
He was very close too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was grinding like Bowser's Castle and I was like sweating my ass off and I got 20 seconds off. And I was like, I felt good about it. And then I grinded more and I got like 9 seconds off. I'm still 9 seconds off. I'm fucking good at that level.
No, you're not. You're 9
I
seconds
am
off.
very
9
good
seconds
at
off
that
the
level.
world record.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, for Bowser's Castle, it's not a lot, bro. For Bowser's Castle, that shit crap is a hard. They have crazy moves on that map. They have crazy things.
There's
But-
some crazy moves.
I don't know. In Mario Kart 8, I felt like this fucking baby game, and I felt more like how you feel about this game.
Yeah.
Like
I think everything you said about 8 Deluxe is true because that game looked really nice and it had, in my opinion, so little to it. It was such a boring game.
If the game looks like shit, Not like shit. Sorry. If the game looks like an older game, all your problems solved.
Yeah, it not solved. Yeah, but like that's part of I think what I was thinking about a lot is like the creeping nature of like ultra fidelity and like it's beautiful. The game is beautiful to look at and it's crazy, but along the way you lose a curiosity because the game answers all of your curiosity with. I think
you're right in that the game, like I think this game could have gotten away with that, and a lot of games get away with that in general. And the game looking so good and having so much like content packed into it, and being so polished, maybe not letting you do like crazy like glitches or cuts that like old games that were programmed worse would allow. But the game, the mechanics of the game allow you to be pretty creative in what you can do. And people are finding pretty like high execution shortcuts and things. You know how we were talking about how when people play games now, it feels like everybody's so good compared to like when you can just boot up Call of Duty and fucking stomp people. That's this game. It's crazy compared to like when I played Mario Kart Wii Online as a kid. I was dog shit and I could like farm rooms. Now everybody, like half of the normal lobbies play like the meta combo. People go for difficult shortcuts.
Yeah.
And the word just like spreads way quicker now. I think like so many people watch content with the game.
It gets Nintendo pissed off, I bet too, because like their job is to create a game where you hop on the chat with your friend and you go, yay! Oh no, I got blue shelled. Oh no, time to go to bed. Time to go do this for 40 years and die. But really, like their games, man, people want to compete. You stupid fucks.
I think they actually aim for it in this game, at least with like because they have such easy tools to download somebody's world record and then race against it
and just grind it.
And you can just literally watch somebody's world record in the game.
Sure.
Without playing it. And then you can race against it and see all the tech that they use. And what's funny is you look at the leaderboards for like every other level and you can see everyone's comp and everyone's like whoever got the world record, everyone copies that exact comp.
Yeah.
And then the cutest one is Moo Meadow. Everyone plays cow.
Oh, there's a reason though.
Except for world record.
Does
Why?
he get, does
The
he get
cow
more,
gives you, so there's secret hidden stats in the game. The cow boosts your dirt speed, and that whole track is dirt. So cow is the fastest combo on that course. There's a reason.
Not the fastest world record though. It's not the fastest time though.
Oh no?
No.
The
There's like one Wario and then like
That's
15
fucking
cows.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I don't need the cow.
So someone did a
That's
test
cool.
that there's like really, really minor character stat differences and stuff.
What I was thinking is like, I mean, you can grind time trials, but like it wouldn't help you if you're at like online because you can't swap cart after map's picked, right?
But not after it's picked,
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, so you can't like premeditate.
No.
Guess, yeah.
But I'm glad you like it so much because this is the first one I've been so disappointed, but you know, Smash is always the same since Melee. It's like, it's never going to be like Melee.
Yeah.
And
That
then
was
with
Donkey
Mario
Kong.
Kart, it's been that way for so long. Like they've had, Kinzo! That's a Melee player.
Oh,
Oh,
German
shit.
Falco.
Yeah, Kinzo the Falcon.
Logan's all over the leaderboards.
wow, and
Is
there's
that-
obviously always
Well, it could be a different Kinzo. Unless
It's
you
even the
know-
same punctuation, but yeah.
There's a lot of Kinzos that do
Okay,
that.
okay.
I've seen
Maybe it's a
them.
different dude.
Simply's in fifth right there.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, and then there's just a fucking D. Well, maybe DK has a similar stat.
I wonder if the Logan is the really good time trial.
I think it
Logan.
is.
That guy's a freak.
The guy is a freak. He's on like 7 different.
Why don't they just
leaderboards.
fucking do like creator codes like Fortnite and make a couple billionaires? I
So
got a
good.
clip the other day that Lacy, before he was famous, was using that other Fortnite guy, Lachlan?
Clicks?
No.
Lachlan was the
The
Australian, guy we met,
dude,
right?
yeah. Their creator codes were like one letter off. There was like Lockie and Lacy. And before Lacy was famous, he made like 20 bans off people accidentally typing it wrong.
That's so
and just said
funny.
nothing.
That's
Holy-
sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Isn't that
sick.
Well, there's no in-game purchases. That's why.
That's what we add that. And also you can buy a fucking karambit. You can get Mario a karambit.
Mario-
Yeah, I think Mario inspecting his karambit
Dude, while
Mario
driving.
That would be the coolest. shit. Also, they put a hamburger in it.
yeah, which is the same, pretty
is
much.
it's
The
basically the same.
closest thing is before the countdown, you can hump in your car.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You've been able to do
Well,
that.
what kills more
You've
people?
been able to.
But the humps are more affectionate now.
Oh,
They get deeper.
the humps in Wii are aggressive.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What kills more Americans, hamburgers or karambits?
No, we don't use karambits here.
Burger.
It's burger, bro.
It's burger,
It's
yeah.
burger. So that's a
Now
fucking.
they put burger.
They gotta put
in-
rated M on this game. in my
UK is the
opinion.
opposite.
I think they do a collab where it's like it's CS:GO gets burger like a
Yeah.
skin for your deagle, but it's just a McDouble.
And it's like, you're like cool,
like when Bugs Bunny makes it. And then you get M9 bayonets.
I got Stat Track Burger. I've taken
Track
like
Burger.
a 3,000 bites, dude.
But yeah, otherwise I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom on my Switch because they upgraded it to actually run like a fucking functional game. And
Nothing,
it's
why I
nothing has
think-
ever made me feel like such a Nintendo soy cuck as paying $10 to upgrade Breath of the Wild so it runs at like a higher frame
Did you
rate.
get to upgrade every game for $10?
No, only like a
just
select
couple,
few.
but it runs like it should.
What a scam.
Before that, it
know.
was
That is
just
a scam.
it was a joke that it ran that low anyway. So.
Well, I think because like I think part of the reason why developers are making these like hyper realistic, I don't know if I'd call Mario Kart hyper realistic, but like more and more high fidelity games is because they need a selling point for the console. Like what other reason is there to upgrade your console besides them gating titles?
Yes.
Like you can't play this title unless it's on the console. I feel like games have to be like, look, this machine can do something that your machine can't.
yeah, if it's the flagship
I
game.
get it. Everything makes sense. Like everything makes logical sense from where we ended up and why Mario Kart fucking 17, whatever it is, exists. But
I do hate it too.
it's just where we are, and I'm like, man, as someone who watched it all change. Also, you reach like this event horizon of graphics, and you're like, what do we do?
We don't need to push any
Dude,
further.
I have this same issue you're having, but with like NBA 2K.
How so?
Because NBA 2K that's all they achieve every year. Is like they do not make the
Realistic
game
Steph Curry.
more fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not more fun, and in fact, its most fun is like NBA Street on
Yeah.
like the PS2.
When you can do the game breakers.
God, that
and
game
shit.
is so awesome.
Yeah, because they weren't so like, but now it's like high fidelity, best graphics possible, most realistic, which is like, oh, so that's just slow and not fun video game.
That's
anymore.
my raw. Sports games are the more realistic they become. It's my age old childhood opinion of I would just go play the sport. Is that's my old man opinion about sports games.
Well,
It's
it's
like,
also-
I'd rather just go play it.
You're also just going toward the uncanny valley, which makes everything bad. So it's like it's now capped. Switch 2 will be the final best console we have before society collapses and the grain wars start.
Okay.
And that's where we are.
You think we're on the precipice of ads on console games?
I just
Not
watched Wall-E.
main menu ads. That exists already. Like you can go to Valorant and you can get a fucking ad in the
You know,
menu
a
screen.
long time ago, I think it was Battlefield, one of the new Battlefields that came out in like 2007 had in-game billboard ads. So,
This was a thing on like an N64 game, no?
N64.
well, Battlefield was online, so they could actually change them out.
Oh.
And it was like Subway Eat Fresh.
Oh,
my
my
God.
god! Because
Yeah,
Valorant
yeah,
does
yeah.
that, but it's only for Valorant events, which I think is
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool.
But yeah, I think we've kind of already done that, which is the funny part. Also, just in-game. You know.
I'm thinking like the way a mobile, bro. What the hell is that about?
Is that Apex? What is that?
What the hell?
Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
They've been doing this way earlier too, which is the funny
And
part.
you know who probably GTA 6 might do it.
That's like when you go to Best Buy and you just see a picture of Zekin.
Yeah, right. You're like, what
Like,
the dog
bro,
doing?
what the hell are you doing here? Get online. I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about ads. I don't know. I was thinking like, at what point will like console games be like mobile games where like you're playing a free game and then an ad full screen pops up and says 15 seconds until you can go back to your game.
I don't think we're there yet, but you never know, because it's just about consumer like tolerance.
Yeah.
Like whatever they're willing to put up
But
with.
Yeah, I
I feel
feel
like-
like it's kind of like a boiling frog thing where it just takes like one
YouTube
like,
has kind of
small ways added in tiny bits. One company chooses to do it and then it slowly
What's that got to do with frogs?
like the thing
don't know
about
about
if you drop a frog into a boiling pot, he like just fucking jumps out like he's burning. But if you put him in like warm water and then slowly heat the water over time,
Yeah.
he
Sick.
dies.
You've tried this?
and
It's just
also
I think it's just a
You've
saying.
done this.
and if you put peanut butter on your nuts, it doesn't work with the frog.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
It's a dog thing.
You're gonna see that. I'll show you my balls. They look crazy.
I'm like, look, you want the nuts or the bot? You've heard the thing. The pot's gonna be hot.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the peanut butter on your balls thing worked on wolves, like dire, like actual feral
Yeah, like
wolves?
Yeah.
they were just like, well, I want peanut butter.
Yeah, and like that was how we did it way back then.
That's
That's
how
the
we
origi-
domesticated the wolves.
That's how we got them. Yeah.
That was the
Wow.
original cut of the SpongeBob episode. Instead of the salt for the bear was just peanut butter on his balls.
Yeah, yeah, and then
On his
and
square
Squidward
ball.
did it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, SpongeBob, it feels so good." But But he's like all pissy about it still.
And he licked it all before the bear got there.
Well, you could probably put flies on your nuts for a frog.
Yeah, but then you got to put flies on
Yeah,
your
how you
nuts.
getting flies on there? You just put shit.
You put the peanut butter on first.
No, you just cake your nuts and shit.
Well, the peanut butter, you don't need the peanut butter.
Well, the flies need to stick. And I might as well put the peanut butter on.
You know what
'cause
you
I already
do
have it on.
is you just walk around like Ludwig when he's over 200 pounds, so your nuts already have flies surrounding them.
yeah.
And then you go into where frogs are.
The frog will see the stink lines. Yeah. So he'll know where to go.
I'm lighter than you right now, by the way.
No, you're not.
Wait on 3. 1, 2, 3, 150.
177. You're not 150, bro. You're like fucking Dalsim. You just got you're just only your organs. No, man.
What is that? You say, what are you? What?
I'm 177. I've been losing weight pretty fast, actually. I realize it really is calories in and out.
Yeah.
No, it sounds dumb. Bro, what I actually realized is that you start, I was like, I want to lose some weight, and then I just started eating hella salads and like watching like mostly my carbs. And when you realize you're like, this is going to suck. I'm going to want to fucking blow my head off. And you do it for like 3 days and you're just fine with it. That's what happened to me. I guess I'm normal. I guess I'm fucking normal.
I'm not normal. I'm like on month like 5 or something of not having like excess sugar, and
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's a lot.
it's a lot. But I've realized when I don't eat sugar, I'm more bored. Like my life is, I'm just bored all the time, and I started using my phone more.
Phone guy.
And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm not eating cookies, so I use my phone. I'm a
It's
fucking
phone.
idiot.
So you take digital.
I'm like the idiocracy guy in the chair, like drinking delivered beer through the mailbox.
The phone is the sugar of the mind.
Yes. And I realize there's a link.
Write that down.
There's a link.
I'm with him. I've been cutting all processed
Waking up and
foods.
scrolling my phone is like waking up to a cookie.
Why are you guys
That's
all on
dark.
fucking RFK kicks?
I just
hold
want to
on,
lose
hold
weight.
on.
I have a
I'm
tummy.
getting fatter than ever.
I'm just
Emphysema?
cutting processed foods, and I'm replacing with fruit.
And you won't vaccinate your child?
Dragon, evil fruit. What is it called? Devil fruit.
What devil fruit?
I'm replacing it with devil fruit.
Gum.
Gum. You don't need gum, motherfucker. Maybe you do. I see your little shit.
Christian's also trying to gain weight,
Yeah.
and he was dirty bulking. I don't know if I told you guys this. And he was just eating McDonald's.
He got too dirty with it.
And I was telling him, I was like, that's not good for you. He's like, no, it's great. Like, it's like I'm adding a bunch of weight. And I was like, no, but it's bad for you. He's like, no, the macros are fine on it. And I was like, Christian, it's like the salt and the other stuff. He's like, I've been drinking water. And I was like, Christian, that's not how it
You're
works.
getting mogged. Just let Christian fucking get huge.
No,
because
what
you're scared.
happened-
He's scared.
Here's
He's
what-
scared Christian will get gigantic and actually tackle him.
You don't want somebody to step to you.
Here's what happened is he looked it up, and then the next day came back and he said, yeah, salt's bad for you.
Yeah,
Bad to
low key.
have a lot of sodium. And I was like, yeah, man.
Low key.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But also he already is there. I went to New Hampshire with him because my mom retired. And there was like a nice retirement
She
party.
did it.
Congratulations.
She fucking did it.
She retired, God bless her heart, yes.
What's she gonna do with her time now?
That's what everyone asks her. It's the annoying question that people ask retirees.
Let's take her to Vegas.
And she don't know. She'll figure it out.
Wow.
She'll figure it out.
Let's
She's
get her on
working on
Mario
health
Kart.
and wealth.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do that.
Or PSL.
She wouldn't do that.
PSL.
Dude, Ludwig's mom at PSL
Yeah.
would be sick.
My mom has not played a video game
Paris
since
Saint-League.
Mario 64.
Damn. She's
Okay.
grinding
So she's
64.
OG.
She did it.
Played 64.
What's
yeah.
her
Owls
70
and
start
shit.
time?
You should just ask like what the time it took for her to get into Womps is.
Okay.
Because that's as far as she got.
You guys jump inside the painting? This
I
is
don't
gay.
understand. It's not
Oh,
like the
this
museums.
turtle, he's pretty
No,
quick.
I'm just looking at the painting. I just like looking at it. It evokes emotion.
Why is the man big head with red? Is the Italian?
Yeah. So she's retired. We had a nice retirement party.
You know what I realized? Mario could never be French. It never would have took off the way it did.
No.
It just
He
can't.
had to be Italian.
had to be
Because
Italian.
if they took Peach, he would just.
Wait, isn't he like, he's
I guess-
canonically, he's like Brooklyn Italian
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Mario?
because the movie, yeah.
because of the fucking
The movie
show.
and the show, they all do
The
make
show.
him.
When, Lou Albano was
movie.
Mario,
But
Chris,
it's just-
when Chris Pratt's Mario's Brooklyn
It's
Italian.
just funny because it's like he just Italians are goofy enough to like be able to jump on little monsters' heads, but also
Yeah.
dignified enough to where you can feel like you should control them.
Also, there's no way if he was actually Italian, he would have that work ethic that he does now.
I don't think he'd wear. Okay, hold on.
It's true.
What's that about?
You would have half of his Eddie games, man.
What is
He'd
that
have, like,
about?
he needs a 3-hour lunch. How's he
Yeah,
gonna?
yeah.
He doesn't have time for
3-hour
Mario
lunch,
tennis.
he eats a whole pasta at lunch. He gets tired, takes a
he's
nap.
tired.
What do you mean Mario? I gotta fucking take a 3-hour break. It's Mario, man. It's
In the
Italian.
Mushroom Kingdom, I'm eating a ricotta. I don't think he's Italian because he wears a hat. And they have such luscious, awesome hair until they're
No,
dead.
Italians wear like
There are
ugly,
bald
ugly
Italians.
hats.
There are no bald Italians. Name one.
Leonardo da Vinci was bald.
No, he was intelligent though. That's different.
What the fuck are you talking
When you're a
about?
smart Italian, you're always bald.
That's true. That is true.
But most Italians are dumb and they have all their hair.
Dumb and beautiful
Yeah.
or smart
What
and
about the
bald?
popes?
This is
Really smart. Talks to God.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
not
be
smart.
smart.
You have to,
angle.
no, I think you
Pope-
grind it. I
Pope
don't think
isn't
he
Italian.
He's not magic.
No, my
Not the
buddy
current
Kyle
one, but
talks to
older
God.
popes.
He's pretty fucking
no,
dumb.
he acts like he does. He fakes the funk.
Other popes. Like,
Some of the
you go
Italian
back
popes.
like 4 popes.
we
that
can
guy was
find an
bald.
Italian pope.
Yeah, easily.
I guess Tony Soprano is balding.
Tony was very smart.
But he's not Italian.
Oh, he is a super genius though. He leads the mob.
yeah,
That's true.
Super
Yeah.
genius.
That is
I
true.
work in sanitation.
And Uncle June too. He's bald, but he's old. I don't count.
I feel like in my
God, the
head,
plane as you
We
fly
made
right
an
now.
incredible amount of carve outs.
in my head, I'm seeing a pink polo Italian with a Ferrari hat and really short shorts, and that's an Italian man, and flip flops or some shit, or like
Pink
dress
polo
shoes.
shirt.
We gotta kill that guy.
Yeah, I feel like this is a thing. If you look up Italian polo and hat, it'll
Okay,
come up.
Italian polo and hat.
This'll
Show me.
come up. Zipper, you
show
got
me
me.
Italian polo and hat.
Zipper, show me the Italian man, please. Man.
Wait, these are hype. Wait, these
What
are
the
kind of
fuck?
these are kind of cool. That one
Yeah,
just says
yeah.
Italian stallion on it.
Italian man with.
Dude, you're so pathetic.
ChatGPT. Can you go to ChatGPT?
God.
Mid-journey.
Those are fake Italians.
Do you guys know what a dumpling pinch is?
Like
Ooh.
like the actual dump, the way
Is
you
this
close
the
the dumpling.
strategy of?
How you itch your balls?
Oh,
Have you ever heard about
you
this?
pinch the
You
pinch the
pinch- you
and
pinch
and
it.
you roll.
I-
a little bit.
can't scratch
there was
it.
no name for it, but it's an intuitive thing
I
that I've
found
done.
exactly. I found out the name this week. It's called a dumpling.
That's
pinch.
not the name.
Who named it? Who told
Well,
you
I
this?
intuitively knew what he was talking about. I think that's a good name.
See,
But do we need to name this?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good name.
Nut grit.
Like you're at the hospital and you have
Yeah.
a ruptured
Rub it
you have a
forth.
ruptured nutsack and the doctor says, "Well, tell me exactly what happened." And if I'm like, "Well, I was scratching my nuts," he's like, "Scratching doesn't make sense." The
doesn't make any
rupture
sense.
feels like there's been a twist involved. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But if I say a dumpling pinched it,
Could
he goes,
not-
"Oh, right,
could-
a medical
Could you
term."
not just
Yeah.
say I pinched it?
I pinched
No, a
it.
pinch wouldn't do it. It was a
No,
twist.
it's a
I rubbed
different
it between
pinch.
my fingers
It's a different type of
aggressively.
pinch.
And if you want to say that many words, you go ahead. You know, because
Some of us have a lot
because
of-
you'll be dead by then. But I'm gonna say dumpling pinch and
taught
they go
you
right into
this?
To
surgery.
save your life.
Who taught you this?
I learned it from Jack.
Who the hell is Jack?
Fuck is Jack?
That's my friend.
You
Oh
have a
my-
friend named Jack.
He's got friend
Jack.
Gumars. I hate when he does this
It
shit.
is
My
fucking
friend
disgusting.
Jack. My friend Gumar.
He is a friend Gumar.
Go ahead. What else did Jack fucking do?
Jack
Did he
mostly-
cornhole you in the asshole? It felt really good. What else did Jack
Jack
do?
mostly taught me about pinching my dumpling.
Oh yeah, so he did. So he pinched your dumpling for you.
No, he gave me.
Did he give you 9 inches
he-
down
did
your
he
mouth?
demonstration?
Did he reach?
Okay, this is getting because
Jack is
Jack is
huge.
gay and Jack's boyfriend was at the wedding, so I
Wow.
feel
There's a bit of a
like
problem here. Then you have another Gumar.
Fucking hoe.
I'm not hoeing around at the wedding.
You're
you
hoeing
were-
around the
oh
wedding.
my
You're
God.
hoeing
You're
around
hoeing
Ludwig's
me.
fucking basketball
You're hoeing
thing.
around me.
That's not hoeing around.
Yes, it
That's-
It
is.
actually is.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. But we have to keep our options open, don't we?
Keep close.
You should play. You should play. I
want
want
to
with
play.
You.
I
love you the most.
I played basketball in New Hampshire, and I played against actually guys who didn't realize it was me, then slowly realized it was me. And
What was the?
Because I saw you miss 3 jump shots.
we were just playing, and then they go, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I just work in LA." And then they're like,
What a weird answer.
That's just.
I
That's,
work in LA.
That sounds way
Shut the
worse.
fuck- That sounds like you like shoot dirty porn.
"I just work in LA."
Like you're really ashamed.
I just work in LA.
Because you know there's gonna be a follow up. They're gonna say doing
No,
what?
there was no follow up. And then they're like,
Oh.
"All right, cool."
Cool, working
And
LA.
then they're like, "You from here?" I was like, "Yeah, from here." He's like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "You look familiar. You graduate from like Derry?" I was like, "No," because they went to Derry. I was like, "I went to HB." And then they're like, "All right, cool." And like, "You do YouTube?"
You say yes, I'm Veritasium.
And then I had to win, Aiden, and then I had to win the game.
They do?
You balled
Yes, I won. I
Let's
won the
fucking
first
go.
game, and then the second game, it was 1 point off winning, and I fucking backed this small, powerful man to the rim, and then I turned in, and I crushed my knee, and it hurts now.
Oh.
And I fucked up my knee.
And you had to act chill
Well,
about
you'll
it.
be
You had to be
fine,
like,
though.
No,
I'm
I
not hurt.
limped off.
You'll be fine.
I limped off after my game winner. I mean, I will be fine, but it took 2 months
Oh,
after Cam
no.
fucked it the first time
Hey,
to
just
heal.
messaging you say my girlfriend got her vagina filled with cement by accident, so unlucky me. But I keeping you on my mind in case that it kills her. That's what you're doing to
That's what
Ludwig.
you're doing to me.
That's what I'm doing?
I wouldn't maybe phrase it equally, but yes.
It's the same.
It would have taken me years to come up with that analogy.
And here's the thing, it would have taken monkeys weeks.
And I'm in the middle.
I did go to a wedding in Maryland, and before that, I went to my brother's graduation on Vancouver Island, and I hung out with my cousins for the first time in a really long time that live there, and one of them, she's 15, and I haven't seen her in a really long time since she was a little kid. She apparently had shown a friend of hers at school a picture of me and Mr. Beast together from the podcast we did.
There you
And she
go.
was like, "This is my cousin." And then her friend just, I don't believe you. Like, they just refused to believe her.
That lesbian woman is not your cousin.
Mr. Beast only hangs out with poor college students.
And because,
couldn't have been him.
and because we haven't hung out or taken a picture in so many years, she had no way of proving this. She's just like, my last name's the same. Like,
She thought it was going to be her ticket in. She thought she was going to cruise right to the cool kids table.
and then apparently she's never brought it up again because she just can't prove.
That's sad.
Couldn't prove it.
Dude, Mr. Beast runs those schools.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I know. When I showed my nieces and nephews Mr. Beast and they got the pic, they before they even got to school, they started texting their friends like assholes.
That's
I
great.
go, look at this. Look at that. Well, look at what we did. Look at what we did.
Dude, of course I'm gonna go flex at school if something like that happens to me.
Yeah, they didn't even wait to get to school to flex. They weren't even like, it
damn.
wasn't even like, because I would wait, like, what'd you do this weekend? And then I'd be like,
oh,
oh boy.
You know what's
Oh,
funny
boy.
to think about is like if it's Lacey, maybe you don't show the people at school that one.
Dude, he's got a thing about Lacy. Have you noticed this?
Yeah.
Since the Adapt episode, have you watched a single Lacy video?
You do keep
No.
talking about it.
I guess I'm back to the old me.
Yeah, you're back to bullying and harassing.
I'm not. Shut up.
That's verbatim what you're doing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're excused, bullying and harassing.
That's.
Am I off base?
Yeah, you're off base.
You haven't watched a video.
Why would I watch a video?
So it's not based in evidence or proof.
All I just said was that Lacey is a less cool thing to show your friends in middle school than Mr.
You know what
Beast.
I saw on LSF? Lacey got accused of view-botting on Kick.
I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So this is okay.
What?
I see where you're forming your opinion.
I'm
He's-
talking with
he's
my
seeing
friend.
secondary
Dude, you're kind of a
sources.
Redditor. Low key.
I'm like a Redditor.
And then in the thread, people were being like really mean to Lacey and saying that it makes sense that he bots because his content doesn't make any sense.
Now did Livvy get rizzed up at any point during this case?
No.
Because I'd want to
By
report on
Lacy.
that. No.
Baby Grout rips off his mask. It's Lacey.
She got in trouble,
Livy's
though.
confused.
She got in trouble?
She got in trouble.
I'll fix it. What happened?
She wore an LSU Paul Skeens jersey, and
Okay.
LSU, the school, reprimanded her because she's not allowed to tamper with official school jerseys.
What?
Of pride with their college. Why did school become cool in college?
What do you mean?
In high school, we go, school sucks, and I hate teachers, and I hate detention. And then we get to college, and everyone's like, I have pride.
Because
I
not-
think school's awesome. Don't talk shit on my school.
Because I paid 5 figures.
Schools are still cops.
Because I
In
paid
They
to
are
be
still
there.
cops.
Schools are just kind of like mall cops.
Schools are cops. Cops are cops.
Landlords are cops.
Landlords are cops.
And also,
Cops are
colleges
landlords.
do bigger things, so people like being associated with it. You know, like if you went to Alabama, yeah, maybe the education wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But your football team's great.
Maybe they only have outhouses and no bathrooms on the campus.
Oh, yeah.
This is all
That's
true.
true.
I
Yeah.
also
But their football team's phenomenal.
They still got a shit in the little in a little pail.
Sweet Home Alabama came on at this wedding, and apparently it's an Alabama thing to you just throw in Roll Tide in the middle of the song. I learned that this weekend.
What line?
I think it's during the course of
Home
Alabama, and then
Alabama.
everybody just
Roll
said
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.
I got an
Okay.
idea. I got an idea. T-shirt. Alabama U. What is it? What's this? What's the big one?
University of Alabama?
Yeah, U of A. And it says, "Save a horse, ride a lunch lady." U of A.
I don't think it's U of A.
And on the back, there's like a milk and an apple.
Now hold on. Is the lunch lady at the college?
Yeah, of course. What? There's a cafeteria at the college.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's not lunch ladies.
No, there are, but
No,
you are.
I feel like lunch
Slime's
ladies
a little right.
Lunch ladies graduate with us too.
No, but
they come with.
Wait, my lunch lady just got accepted into
I feel like
Harvard.
the lunch ladies at college are usually other college students that work at the cafeteria.
Okay, no, a college
Sometimes,
Chipotle,
yes.
that's a lunch lady.
Yeah.
That's not a Chipotle employee.
College.
The college campus Starbucks, they don't make it the same as the off-campus Starbucks.
The lunch
But they're
lady
different
Nick's
than lunch
talking about
ladies.
is just a 21-year-old junior at the college.
I think lunch
Which
ladies.
maybe is in this context more appropriate than being 14 and sleeping with your lunch lady at high school.
Which, God forbid, could ever happen to any of us.
I think a lunch lady in high school versus college is the same difference from a school bus driver to like a dash driver,
That was a dash
or like
driver.
a public
a
bus driver.
city bus
City
driver.
bus.
Well, that's not even a school. So that's just a dumb thing to say.
A bus is not a school. Ludwig, you lose a
A
point
city
for that.
isn't a school.
A city is also. You also lose a point for that.
I should have
fucking
tried this
idiot.
guy. I should have tried this guy. That's my bad. That's my bad.
No.
Save a horse, ride a lunch lady, but it's like it
Fire
says,
shirt.
but it's like it's a high school like team. That's the funny one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah.
a college team.
Yeah, like Modern Day High or something.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be so-
Dude, if we could go back and be a high schooler again and also have a screen printer at home, I would be rich. I'd be like Adapt, making $8K a month.
with
I was
t-shirts.
making t-shirts, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you
My
didn't.
brain now though. I need my current brain in
Yeah.
high school. 'Cause
I'm
I was-
glad you didn't grow up with like drop shipping tools.
Oh, I'd be so rich.
I don't think you'd be in this room right now.
I don't think you'd be so rich, but you don't hit the trick shot.
I don't know. I think I think I think like a predetermined type of thing. Like I think I don't think I had free will to hit that. I think
you were controlled
I think
by
I've been on a
God.
path towards that moment.
That was a good exploration of
I actually
determining
think I
how it
have free
goes.
will now. I think I was on a path towards that moment, and now I'm in the Donnie Darko like alt timeline where I can kind of control my destiny.
Yeah, but it's still gonna end with you dying while beating off.
Well, it's an unstable timeline.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it's gonna explode at some point.
You know his alternate ending?
That he beats off and dies.
Yeah, he's like beating off at his computer and then he dies. It's spoilers at the end
Whoa.
Is
of Donnie Darko.
And then it's the start of the Robin Williams movie where he walks in and it's his son beating off at his desk dying.
I never saw that.
What movie is that?
What is this?
It's the movie I thought we saw it together. No,
Robin Williams?
yeah, it's called like Dad of the Year, World's Greatest Dad, maybe.
Definitely not. I would have remembered that every minute of
It's
that
his
with
son, and he's self-asphyxiating while beating
oh
it.
my God.
And then he strangles himself to death.
Well, now I don't think that's the world's greatest dad.
Well,
There's gotta be someone else in
It's
line.
almost like some irony in the title, and Robin Williams has to grapple with being the father who missed this.
Who missed the chance to.
Stop him from beating himself off.
Right. That's terrible. No, we did not watch that movie together. That was you
ever
and
pull it up?
somebody else.
Pull up Robin Williams, dad, son beats himself off, self-asphyxiate.
Rule 34.
Whoa, chill.
Sorry.
Robin Williams beats off his son. Can't breathe.
Some of these words are correct. Just put them together, they'll
and then,
get there.
Robin Williams, awesome dad, beats off his son.
And then at the
Stream
end,
now,
type
stream
You better
forever.
hope this is a real movie.
Forever with Drake,
Oh, look at that.
world's greatest dad.
There it is.
Okay.
Do you knock?
Is this like a short film?
No, this is a full-length feature
I don't
film.
wanna see. That's too sad.
And this is Robin Williams. And
Oh
that's,
my god!
Yeah, I'm not looking.
What the fuck?
That's what I would say. Oh, he's alive.
Dad.
Oh, that's bro from
that
that's
guy.
bro from Spy Kids.
Dad.
Oh,
That's Junie.
Jesus Christ.
Junie's
Dead.
beating off?
Look, that's him.
Junie Beats?
My god, I knew the Spy Kids universe probably did something bad.
What
to
a
him.
dangerous way to beat off.
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a part of the movie's
I told you-
message to us.
I told you guys there was a kid in my school who died that way.
Really?
Whoa!
Man, that's crazy,
then they made
bro.
a movie about him.
And his dad was Robin Williams.
Guys, Robin
Can you
Williams.
die when you do it on the x-axis like that?
Yeah.
I think because you just fall forward and then.
I think the
die.
issue-
I feel like you need the whole weight of your body.
The
right?
issue that I've heard, not from experience,
Okay.
is that people will put on like a belt around their neck, but then they'll start choking and they're not able to get the belt off in time.
And I would imagine what could happen is you pass out and then you start leaning forward.
Oh,
And
you
you're not
block your
getting more-
airway.
You're
Yeah.
done. And then you're done with one final nut.
But the nut probably feels awesome.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah, that's-
goal of it.
Almost
I'm
assuredly.
trying to live it right now. I'm trying to will my mentally get there. Kind of vibe.
Okay.
That was it. And
can't
that
get
was
there.
the end of Donnie Darko, but they changed it.
That's
Because
cool.
they're
Is it cool?
cowards.
Yeah, that is scared.
I remember I kept thinking back after you hit the trick shot. I was like, all those nights where I would see Nick at fucking 3 a.m. in the Piggy PC, just like fucking doing some, making it say Red Bull presents
Yep.
PSL.
And now guess what? I made Facebook, bitch.
I know.
All those nights in my dorm.
You made Facebook. I also made Facebook this week.
What happened this week?
I tweeted out something. I forget even. Are there any real eaters that just power through the Ozempic? And it hit normie Twitter, and now they put it on Facebook, like on a picture of a cheeseburger. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's happening too. I seen the subreddit to Xbox 360 Summer.
That's what I was going to say. You reminded me.
I thought you meant like the Ozempic subreddit.
I have a business proposition for you. You ready?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so I've been tweeting for a while. It's an Xbox 360 Summer, and just crickets on the timeline, just my lowest liked tweets. And then I hit the trick shot, and all of a sudden, people are going back. They're looking at my Twitter. They're seeing it's an Xbox 360 Summer. They're going, oh, I didn't realize the vibes were real. They're retweeting it. I've gotten at least 200 DMs of pictures of 360s that have just been purchased.
Wow.
People saying, I went out and got mine. It's an Xbox 360 Summer. Now, when I play COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 probably, like right now, like most nights, I'll queue at like 8, 9 p.m. There's always someone in my game that has Yard in the clan tag or PSL in the clan tag.
Whoa.
Or like something. There's people online.
It's a movement.
These servers are filling up. But you're about to put out a video.
Mm-hmm.
You throw in one hashtag in that video that says Xbox 360 Summer. We're going to change the world, Ludwig. We're talking Twitch 2, high fidelity. This problem, we can fight. We can fight. You put one hashtag over a black screen. You put hashtag Xbox 360 end of the video. I don't even care.
The question, Nick, motherfucker, do you have hashtag in a Ludwig video?
Call
money?
Matus.
Oh, you're calling Matosh.
Call Matus.
That's Jake Drizzle's first name.
You think he's awake?
Well, I say it with the,
you think he's awake,
Czech
Do I think he's awake at 1:36?
I'm a good friend.
I'd say it like.
Well, that's
Yo, I'm live in the yard.
Oh.
Don't say oh.
What do you mean? Oh,
Like you're not going to watch this shit.
Wait, hold it.
Sorry.
Oh shit, wait, I have music playing. 1 sec.
Wait, what are you doing?
I was like, why the fuck you play music? What's up?
Okay, you're editing the PSL video, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Nick has a request from you.
Okay.
You want me to make it?
Please.
Okay, hey, Shake, Driz.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, you know me. I'm always putting you on, giving you free shows at the PSL. By free, I mean I don't pay you.
exposure.
But it's exposure, obviously.
Yeah, it's like
and
10
and
berries get to
PSL
listen
stock
to me.
is really high, right? And you know how that's good for you.
Yeah, the house DJ. The
This is
resident
all
house
making
DJ.
sense. Okay, so it's an Xbox 360 Summer. I think you know that. You've probably seen the tweets.
Yeah, it's going viral.
If you put hashtag Xbox 360 Summer as a screen in that video, think about how big PSL would get. And then think about how big Driz. Do I even need to say it?
Driz DJ'd PSL.
Yeah.
Right.
I could use like more people dancing for sure.
Yeah,
More people
that's
dancing.
what I'm saying.
You need one person, bro. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. See,
What's
that's
that
your
you
boss
are,
who said
Ludwig?
that.
That's my bad.
That's your boss who said that. But if you ever want to have like maybe a safety net somewhere you can jump to, right? You sneak in Xbox 360 Summer with a hashtag, and you put it in the video, and we make the summer the greatest we've ever had, Shake.
I'm doing it right now. All I ask is I get an Xbox so I can join.
Deal.
Wow.
That's
Alright.
great. I pay him so much. You can just buy it. That's so
All right, see
cheap.
ya.
All right.
Good shit, bro. Good dealing.
All right, see you soon, bro.
Damn, and he hung up.
You know what's funny? You could have squoze him for a check.
Huh? I would do that. That's my friend.
Why not?
Because I don't squeeze my friends for checks.
Squeeze him for a check.
I don't squeeze my friends for checks, bro.
What if someone called you up and was like, put this hashtag in your video?
I'd pay $800 to talk to you about One Piece, man. You don't get me, bro.
Like, can I ask you a question? What happens when summer ends?
I don't even.
It ends with a
wanna-
bang.
I don't even know if I want to think about that.
But this is
It
like
might be
this
like
is
a
one of those
big group suicide.
what?
It might be like
No,
a
no,
big
it
like
is like
I'm
Max
gonna be.
Keaton.
My next tweet is gonna be like, now drink your Kool-Aid.
It's like a Disney Channel movie where summer never ends. It's like the movie ends when summer's over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But the implication is that it wasn't just summer. It's actually gonna be the rest of our lives.
Because Xbox 360 Autumn doesn't really have the
No.
ring to it.
Well, we
Yeah.
have the big. We should do a big finale at Fest 52.
Like a rematch.
We get a rematch going.
Ooh.
That's hype.
We get a.
We'll go get the pyramid, the Luxor, cocksucker.
Oh, well, I'm
Get
not
Kelby
doing
to get the fucking
Fast
work.
52 at the
We're doing
Luxor.
Fest
That's a
52
bit.
here.
Yeah, not at the Luxor. Not
Wait,
here.
I guess we're doing it somewhere else, but
Yeah, maybe we do it at the Luxor. Maybe we do it at the Sphere.
Fuck it. Let's play on the sphere
That's what I was gonna say.
from the outside.
That would be so miserable.
Yeah.
You guys
the
are playing from
outside.
helicopters.
That'd be pretty much the coolest shit ever. Mr. Beast could get this done.
He could get it done, and he would have the worst gameplay of all time.
All right, because he'd want to play.
Do you think that he could hire enough people to become one of the greatest? Or do you think he just doesn't have that dog in him?
Like, could he learn to be the greatest if he hired coaches and stuff?
Yeah, he put like $1 million into his coaching. More.
Yeah,
I think he would just have to be obsessed.
I don't know if
Nasty
he'd ever
obsessed.
be he'd be very good.
Ugh, I think I fucking natty him. No training. I think no matter what he does.
No training.
Wow.
You have to believe in shit like this.
I do, but also even Mango practices.
Mango practices.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's Mango, dude. That's different than Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Golden Glove Jimmy?
Yeah. Mango probably believes he could be Mr. Beast.
He was actually low-key. He actually could have gone pro.
In what?
He was good at baseball.
Baseball?
Mr. Beast.
Did he tell us this?
Wow.
I forget.
No, I don't think so. But he had good ass baseball stats.
RiFF RAFF says he almost played for the Toronto Raptors.
I can believe that
He
because
said
he's
he
tall.
said in a lyric, he said, the way
How
I
tall
ball, I
is
should have
he?
played for Toronto Raptors.
Oh,
And then someone
should've.
interviewed him and said, what's that about? He's like, yeah, I was at the tryouts.
Mm.
Yeah, but like I was
Wow.
at Genesis.
You
know what I'm
that's
saying?
diffy, I think.
Is it?
You got to be selected to hit the tryouts.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Like he's
So there's
playing,
open- there's open
college
and
ball,
post.
and then he realized I could actually just do candy paint jobs a lot better, and
Yeah.
also sell CDs at the mall a lot better.
How tall is he?
RiFF RAFF?
Yeah.
Zipper Google. My guess is 6'3".
Nah.
6'3", maybe 6'4".
That's okay.
I
He's
hope
looking
he's.
like
I hope
Danny
he's.
DeVito on that court. 6'3", you
It's
kidding
crazy
me?
that 6'3" is short in the NBA.
He's
6'2".
6'2". It's not gonna happen.
That's tough, bro.
Wait, RiFF RAFF basketball. Give me that Google.
I think average NBA height 6'6".
It's crazy, dude.
That's wild. Average?
yeah, man.
You want to hear
It's
some fucked
insane.
up shit? If you're 7 feet tall,
Jody Buckets.
RiFF RAFF can hoop for real. Jody Buckets pulls up. That's awesome.
This is from the Hoop Diamonds YouTube page.
I think he did a lot of bad shit if I remember, but he's pretty awesome. Minus the stuff, whatever he did. I don't remember what it is.
dude, just replace that with any
All
bad
right, what do we
person.
got?
Oh!
Behind the back pass?
Don't give me a replay.
Wet.
Splash. Woo!
That's from 3.
He's
He
crazy,
definitely could
bro.
not be pro.
He was on this like gaining weight arc where he was like trying to get really big and muscular, and he was eating like 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah, he said, put on 50 pounds like that damn Sammy Sosa.
Dude, did it cut because the ball didn't
Yeah,
go in?
it just didn't go in. This is an amazing highlight.
Yeah. Dude, it reminds me of like, if you ever watch Flight, watch his highlights.
Wait, that was a highlight because he dribbled behind his back? Click back arrow.
No, this is like Flight looking at his own highlights.
Does he do that?
Flight looks at his own
Look
highlights
at
and it'll be
that. How
something
is that
like
a highlight?
this. He'll do like a replay with like the iMovie replay thing, and he'll narrate it and he'll be like, "Watch it again. Look at the move behind the back here." He'll slow down every single. Yeah, he's awesome.
And he'll laugh like a dolphin.
Yeah, if you're over 7 feet tall, an American,
Yeah.
and a man,
Yeah.
there's a 17% chance you become a professional basketball player in the NBA.
17% is so high.
So high.
Is that just like everyone who's over 7 feet divided by the number of people who are that in the NBA?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, 17% of them. Crazy.
That's wild.
It's wild.
Basketball is no skill, I think.
That's true.
It-
No skill at all. Some of us, when we play, we just don't try.
You have a 20% chance of joining the NBA if you can do the, you can't reach this thing.
Yeah.
And you can hold their head and be like, you can't get the ball.
Yeah. Good
strat.
And I can dunk without jumping.
I
Think
mean,
about that
I
shit.
think that's why people are fans of the shorter, more technical players like Kyrie Irving instead of Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is the Hunger Box. This
That's
game.
fire. That's pretty awesome.
Is that not his name? What did I say?
Go Baron.
Rudy Go Baron.
like
You just said Go
Oh,
Baron.
Go Baron, go Baron. You did that on accident?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You are a
I woke up.
you're a special
I
genius.
woke up late.
Dude, New Hampshire changed
How did it change?
drastically.
3-point
mean,
slider
man?
without you around?
3-point slider for sure.
3 points lighter. They have more ethnic people.
Oh. Okay.
Is that what you're about to gripe about?
No,
Oh,
It's something it would be something he'd say, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. To be clear,
And so, what do you think we should do about this problem?
no. The actual issue is there are casinos everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere.
Wait, it's
now.
lit.
Aren't those like busted ass ones though, where it's like $100 max and
So
shit?
they used to have a law that was the max bet was $4. And so there would be casinos at like the boardwalk as like, you know, mostly a bar, but they have like, games you can bet a lot, like Mississippi Stud. It's a game where you can bet up to like 9 times.
Oh,
So the
okay.
$4 goes a little deeper as
Sure.
opposed to like blackjack. No one's playing $4 blackjack.
Right.
Not a lot of people like to play it, at least. They changed the law. They upped it to 50.
Uh-oh.
And then the casinos just started fucking breaking the law. So what they did is you can play blackjack, it's $50 max bet, but they have 4 places you can bet.
Oh my God. You can max bet all of them.
And you can max bet all of them, and it's just one hand still.
So
Yeah.
are they acting like it's multiple seats at the table, but really it's not?
No, it's not even like
You're just making 4 wagers on one
yes,
outcome.
It's 4 separate wagers on one outcome, and each is individual.
How
so
is that not one bet?
it is one bet.
Casinos are really good at doing this. I've said this before, but in Los Angeles casinos, there's just a person sitting there who has literally 100K in chips, and you're playing against them technically. Because you're not allowed to play against an establishment. You're allowed to play against other players. So you're playing against someone just sitting there, just handing out chips.
It is totally skirting, I think, the goal of the law. And now it's just
100%.
$200 max bet. And there's no limit necessarily. You can just keep adding spots if you wanted. They could add 10 spots if they really wanted.
Yeah, and it's up to the New Hampshire sort of legal team to crack down on this if they want. But you know what? They get paid.
Well, yeah, and also live free or die.
Live free or die.
Zipper, can you look up the Nash?
Live free or die. Up
New
to
Hampshire?
$50.
The old mall that I used to go to, Pheasant Lane Mall, it's a regular ass mall. I was driving around it. Every single store is empty. The casino's in the mall. The parking lot for the casino was packed. I had to park at Buffalo Wild Wings and walk over. That's all anyone does in New
B-dubs.
Hampshire anymore. Go to images. That's all anyone does in New Hampshire anymore is they just fucking gamble.
God, you
Dude.
should have got a piece of this.
Wait, this was a mall?
This was like a Sears at the mall, and they've basically taken over a
Wait,
Sears.
the Buffalo Wild Wings looks immaculate.
It's beautiful Buffalo Wild Wings. Closes before the Nash does, I'll tell you that much. But this place is insane.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a really cool logo.
And there's like fucking dozens of little casinos.
Punching my waiter in the face at
it
B-dubs because
didn't-
my 10-leg parlay didn't hit.
It didn't used to be like this. Like these are
No,
new
this is
casinos, or are they
new.
just getting more
There were
traffic than
no
they used
casino. When I was a kid, there was no casinos.
Yeah, it would be sick to put your sports bet in over at the Nash and then just walk to B-dubs and watch the result.
Yeah, and then you beat the shit out of whoever's an eye shot because
Yeah.
the Steelers.
And I'm doing the hot wing challenge over at B-dubs at the same time.
I think we're going full Australia as a country.
What does that mean? We don't have any health care that isn't gated by payment.
I
so.
mean, if you look, the average Australian gambles like twice as much as the second country in casino. They gamble way more than any other country.
We're not that degen yet.
I think we're getting there.
We're going.
we'll never truly have it as a country because we have states, and states are different, and there's 50 of them.
Yeah, but
'Cause we created market
but
capitalism for
I
laws.
think the sports books have fucking cracked this.
72% of
Sure.
Australian adults gambled within the previous 12 months.
And the average Australian
Dude,
gambles
that's
$900.
Maybe they're just gambling every time they leave their house. I've seen those spiders and those gators
they
Maybe
gamble
they-
their lives.
Maybe
and
yeah.
the UV. And the UV.
They're gambling with the hole in the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going down this path. Because you know what I did? I did something sick. I was watching the Pacers, and I've been rooting for them. What?
No, just
What more?
I've
What about you just predicting world events?
Well,
Wait,
hold up.
you've been watching the Pacers?
I've been watching the Pacers.
Do they have a Japanese player?
They don't.
Okay, so
Wow.
you really
Branching
like
out.
basketball now.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's cool. I'm happy for you.
But I was waiting for this game to come on, and right before it does, I check Robinhood just to see the old account. Just perusing.
Yeah, your Palantir stock.
And I'm checking my Palantir stock and my Lockheed Martin.
Yeah.
And I went, score, big things happening in Iran.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they just launched a new product.
And then I scroll down a bit, and they have sports betting on Robinhood.
What? No way.
Yeah, it's called betting futures.
Come
What?
on.
You bet futures on the results of the NBA Finals.
And there's maybe a point spread.
Yes.
It's
Based off the market,
dark.
you could get 2-to-1 odds for the Pacers to win. And it's different than a bet because you can technically sell at any point based off the value the market perceives it to
No,
be.
and you could take a bunch of the futures on the NBA Finals and like package them together to like diversify the risk.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
they
something
are
sort of
gonna-
a parlayed.
They're gonna go this route, but I'm telling you, like that's what I mean when it's like I don't think it's like up to the states anymore.
Lud, do you want to be a billionaire?
Yeah, please.
I have $1 billion idea.
I would love to hear it.
More than a
Wow, it
million.
never starts. He never says
Yeah,
B.
I've got
that's
$1 billion
100 of his normal ideas.
We're gonna make an app and we're gonna call it Penis Bets. I'm gonna put that right out right now.
Penis
okay?
Bets?
We're going with Penis Bets, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start streaming PSL, and you can bet on the outcome. And guess what? Insider info, just you and me. We're throwing matches.
It's all fucking fixed.
It's all fixed, and we're
Okay.
gonna make $1 billion because
Okay.
of Xbox 360 Summer.
I've already been doing this in Tier 2 Valorant, so this is just more. Dude, yeah, look.
Ludwig
is the
getting
game tonight.
$500 for a thrown game.
This
That's
is the game tonight.
disgusting.
You get great odds if you bet on the Pacers tonight.
This is
Stop
bad.
encouraging us in our
This is
our
bad.
teenage
I
fans to
know
gamble.
it's bad. I know it's bad. I'm telling you, this is an
But you're
epidemic.
participating.
Huh?
But you're participating.
Yeah, because I'm weak.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm weak. I'm weak-willed. I love gambling, and the only thing that stops me from gambling is that it's hard to gamble.
It's so funny, dude. I just there's no reason for me to gamble anymore. Every time I gambled, I was like, I'm gonna hit it big, and then I'll get all the things I want. But I have all the things I want now. I go play poker with Miles. I just hang out. Like I'll play some shit. I'm not sweating over pots.
We're not the same.
I guess we're not.
I still like
but
it.
I'm the degenerate guy. I'm 100K down lifetime.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like
damn.
Surely
First off,
it's more, right?
probably 100K.
Okay.
I've done some napkin math, but I haven't.
I want to
fucking
go to Vegas.
done
Can we go to
anything in,
Vegas?
Like 2 years.
yeah, I need to go.
It'd be fun.
I
Sure,
need to
let's
go.
go.
I'll go.
What I'm saying is, it
go.
doesn't get my dick hard the way it used to, but your dick is just like fucking freaking out every time you get a whiff of the Pacers.
I
You
know.
want it. It's like you want it to be on Robinhood.
Yes, I actually kind of want to online gamble, and I always have. Okay, when I watched Train do it, I wanted to do it too.
Well,
But
Train was just a legendary stream.
I would hold myself, and I'd say I'm not going to make a stake account. I'm not going to get a VPN. It's too much effort. I'm not going to fucking put it into crypto and then cash out. So it was the effort which stopped me, the layers of friction. But now the layers of friction are, it's literally the app that I have.
That's right.
It's the app that I have, and the money's in the app, Aiden.
I
That's
know.
right.
The money's in the
It's
app
right
already.
there.
So
all his Palantir profits go right into Indiana.
I could sell
It's so
all of my
bad.
Palantir stock, which is 90% of it.
Auto should make you an extension for like your Chase app, and you just do it right in the Chase app.
Dude, ugh.
Yeah, just fuck it.
Just direct,
Then he'll really start caring
direct
about the
deposit
yard.
to the bet.
Yeah. Or maybe your direct deposit that goes to your account just goes like straight to the casino. You never even get the money.
God, that'd be so sick.
I think I dead ass
There,
think.
we should make a. You know how some people have companies where so like you get your paycheck early because you're like paying a little bit of your paycheck as a fee. Have you seen those companies?
Yeah, payday loans.
Yeah. So we make an app like that, except 30% of every single paycheck just goes to the casino.
Dude,
Automatically.
you bet on it. Well, the casino is where it ends up eventually.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
give them the illusion that they're betting on some sort of wager.
Ooh, I like that.
We are experts, and we're gonna put it on. It's almost like stocks.
Let's get
I
in
got
touch
it.
with Gracie.
Okay.
That guy.
Yeah.
It's like Acorn,
Okay, it's like Acorn.
but a casino. It's like one of those apps that rounds up the
that's
dollar
sick.
of every purchase you make, and then at the
Brother.
end of the month, you get to
Yes.
put it all on any game. So you get to pick: do you want roulette? Do you want blackjack?
I don't think we should air this. I think we should do it. I think we should do it. If you guys want to make a bunch of money, we shouldn't leak this because you already know that someone out there is probably an awesome
Because then if you
engineer.
lose, you're like, it was the pennies anyway.
it was just the pennies.
It was just the
anyway.
pennies anyway. It rounded up to 300
Yeah,
after
I'll
the
have
month.
an aggressive portfolio.
Dude, I remember reading the old Bitcoin forums. I used to read them a lot because I was so curious. Back when Bitcoin was like $500 or something, before it like exploded, and there were people talking about like rationalizing in 7 paragraphs. Like, yeah, I lost 7,000 on Bitcoin, but if I lost it and I'm still here and I'm still alive, it doesn't mean I really lost anything.
Dude, that
like,
was
it was
me at the podcast table.
yeah, real shit. And these people are typing this shit out like they're the first person ever to rationalize like a gambling loss. But it just reminded me that also those old Train streams, there was these crazy like he would talk about like this arcane knowledge. He's like, yeah, you got to get on like the Iceland via VPN IP address. And he's also like, I don't want to switch off this slot right now. I'm too deep in the seed. I'm too deep in the BTC seed. I'm not going to switch to Ethereum.
like it's a Warzone server with
dude,
worse players.
It's actually real. Yeah, it's actually real.
But yeah, it's just real gambler shit because like the gamblers are superstitious and you take every single
No, it's not even
thing.
superstitious. They've like cracked the back end of the slots and discovered that there are seeds and that it's supposed to max win in like 100,000 spins.
Yeah, but that's just, what do you call it? Gambler's fallacy. Like,
no, but like it literally will pay out within 100,000 spins, at least one max win. And by max win, I don't mean like the highest amount you can make, like the free bets, like the free rolls or whatever, like the fucking fun time with book.
Yeah.
And so what people do sometimes is they'll sell or buy
The seed?
Yeah, they'll buy the seed from
Because it's
somebody
going to
else.
pay out. Yeah, slots do that in Vegas too, the ones that have to hit a progressive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
it
it's
was
sick.
always fun listening to his like 36th hour being live, just talking about the seed and how he needs to change his VPN IP address
I don't
right
think
now.
he streams no more, does he?
I don't know. Well, it was weirdly enough when he went to Kick, I just never watched him again. It's
Yeah.
just layers of friction.
Yeah, it is
There's
layers of
nothing I
friction.
really.
We need
There's
to
just
keep
other
the layers
shit
of friction
closer.
high.
Okay, what if we got someone smart to figure out all the computer technical stuff?
I'm here.
We got a Minecraft map and we made it like fucking like 100 times bigger. Like it's so much bigger and deeper. It's crazy. And all the diamond is replaced with Bitcoin, and you have to physically go find it, and you can't cheat. So you got to just dig, and it's you're mining for Bitcoin, but somehow the hardware of your computer is like actually mining for Bitcoin, so it like actually works. You know what I'm saying?
Do we get a piece of
you're,
this?
You're
If you
just
find
saying,
the fucking diamond,
Where's our piece
well,
of
we
it?
made the game, so we're already.
I think it's
we're
that,
already living in
I think
Turkey.
it's that
and-
we're embedding a Bitcoin miner into this Minecraft. So your CPU's or your GPU's running like fucking crazy.
No, your computer's screaming. It's doing like a train whistle.
But you're getting 0.0000001 Bitcoin.
It's like the bear in what's that Annihilation? Oh man,
Dude, I remember when Ethereum came out. Remember Video Waffles just put together a PC, put it in his closet, and just started mining it.
yeah, fuck it.
And it just like
I wish that was me back then.
that was so sick.
Dude, I called my uncle and he used to mine Bitcoin, and I was talking to him about it, and he was like, I actually sold a good chunk of it when it hit 100K. I was like, good on you. But he had mined like for 10 years, and he had mined a total of like 20 Bitcoin
Whoa.
over the course of 10 years, and
Well, if he
sold it
got
at,
in early,
sold it
yeah.
at various points.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, that was smart of you. And then he's like, do you want to know why I originally started mining? I was like, yeah, why? He was like, I wanted to find a way to keep my garage warm because he lives in Sweden.
Oh my god.
So he just put,
Hey, you have geniuses in your family. You've never told us this.
yeah.
He's not a genius. He could.
This
have
guy's a
just
genius.
Bought a space heater and.
Yeah, and then that would probably give him 20 Bitcoin.
Well, yeah.
The space heater would probably give him 20
he
Bitcoin.
literally wanted to get a heater that paid for itself.
that is
So he mined
insane,
Bitcoin.
bro.
Literally genius.
He mined
so
Bitcoin
sick.
and that heated it up, and then it paid for the heater.
I do
That's
wonder
so
if it
funny.
paid for it.
It easily paid
Well,
for
obviously because it's like got insane. But
It would have paid for. I mean, if it, at the rate it was selling at, it would have paid for it because it wasn't like you needed tens of dollars.
20 Bitcoin now is crazy amount of money, right?
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean, each
20. That's like
each
2
is
million, right?
$100K,
$2 million.
right?
Oh my god.
God, crypto is so fucking cringe.
Let's get your awesome
Everyone who
uncle
likes crypto is so
In on
fucking cringe.
our apps.
Huh?
We have so many app ideas right now. Let's get your uncle in.
Your rich uncle?
Let's give him like a weird problem.
I'm
like,
gonna
let's-
marry that
Let's make him
motherfucker.
kind of
He's
cold
married,
again,
bro.
like hungry,
Let's go.
and he'll think of a good
It's my
solution.
Svensk uncle.
We need to take all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Ludwig's uncle. We're gonna steal all his clothes. Naked
Off,
uncle.
naked uncle.
I don't got a
He
lot.
gets cold.
Uncle.
He gets cold. We put him in the garage. We tie him up.
Yep.
Car battery to the nipples. We're not going to use it. It's just for intimidation. And we
okay.
say, come up with an idea now.
I don't we don't even say come up with an idea. We just go, you're fucking cold, and you're in a garage now, and we lock the door. And he's probably on with his mind moving like 1,000,000 miles per second. He's probably gonna be like, I should probably cure cancer, and I should probably help keep me warm. And he'll invent like a new type of.
We give him a whiteboard, and
a-
that's it.
Yeah, we give him a whiteboard, and we give him maybe like.
We give him some Sir Strowman because he likes
can
it.
listen to like Neil deGrasse Tyson's podcast.
It's like putting the headphones to the baby inside your
like Mozart.
Yeah, let's get your naked uncle in here. I need to fucking pick his brain and pinch his dumplings.
and pitch his dumpling.
You ever think the smartest person in the world's wasting their life playing Fortnite?
Yeah.
Just a fucking mega genius.
The smartest person in the world is wasting their life making like an emulator that runs 1% faster for a Neo Geo. There are too many niche hobbies now, so we're not building rocket ships. It's just
Yeah.
it's just the
Do we mean,
case.
do we
think
mean
they're
current
just-
smartest or
they're
the
just
person with the brain capable of becoming the smartest easily?
Probably that.
That one? Yeah, they're definitely wasting their time. Yeah. They're probably watching One Piece, actually, is what I think.
I think they're just a quant. They're
What the
just
fuck did you just call me?
Are you allowed to say that?
a quant.
I will clothesline you.
Sorry. It might have been. We might be learning a lesson like Slime did a few weeks ago on that one.
What is quant?
They
For
did,
real?
like quantitative, like they like a.
Yeah, quantitative.
It's like it's kind of like an accountant or some shit,
you
right?
work in finance and you at like a hedge fund, and then you do complicated math to like draw parallels between crazy factors that business majors illuminates the delta to create profit for
So
your
we're
hedge
gonna
fund.
be that's some shit you say in a meeting, and we're gonna be illuminating the delta. In
We're
no
gonna
time,
illuminate the delta.
So we're gonna need a big investment.
Dude, when I was a little kid, I thought that
East
it was
area.
pronounced pachina. You
Yeah.
guys ever?
It's like vagina was
But-
Yeah.
pronounced that way.
A
I
lot
thought
of
until middle school, I thought it was pachina.
a lot of people I've heard a lot of situations where kids said pagina. I remember
Yeah.
growing up.
You having those conversations a lot?
Yeah, and about the pagina. I recall.
And Aiden goes, it's actually vagina. And
Oh, did you actually those kids?
I don't think I had the knowledge to actually about vaginas.
so you yes-anded the vagina?
Yeah, I think I just dug into that.
I thought about that the other day. I was like,
I
what a
thought babies
crazy-
used to get made by rubbing two penises together. I thought that was like my best guess. For
That's
a long
why you
time.
became bisexual. You're like, well, I want kids.
Being gay is
Yeah.
not a choice. you were.
I thought
You did not have free will
everybody.
in that decision.
You all got penises. That's how you
Dude,
got-
my gangsta ass as a kid, I intuited that the pee hole was a different hole.
From the woman.
I natty knew
That's
that.
crazy.
I natty knew. Someone told me that, and I was like, yeah, what do you mean? Duh.
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're straight up.
Why would I make that
I
up?
thought girls peed out of their butts till I was like 13.
This is your Golden Glove Marquez.
Yes, this is mine. I was just like, well, yeah, duh.
I don't know if I believe him.
I just can't.
What,
take
you
you-
never just kind of felt something off a vibe?
Let's get the car battery.
My vibe was that
Let's-
it's
let's-
called
let's-
pachina and it's terrifying. And I have nothing more to say about
Pachina.
that. I have Super Smash Brothers to play.
Yeah. Once I've already said this, but one time I played the word cum and boggle versus my mom. I
Yep.
shouldn't have done that. And I'm still embarrassed about it because she was like, "You know what that is?" And I was like, "No." And then she had to explain it to me, and I was like, "This is really
Ew.
embarrassing."
Should have
That's
gone with
what
yes.
Did your mom ever give you the talk? Your French ass mom?
No, I think she vaguely said use condoms.
But she
I think
never
she was
talked.
like use protection.
She never talked to you about sex and what it was, or did she just give you a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah, no, she said smoke one of these after. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the best night of your life.
You're going to enjoy it very much.
My mom said wear protection. I dumbass went in with a gun.
All right.
My stupid ass went in with
Just
a switch.
undressing, loading a gun. You're
All
like,
right.
I really like you,
So
by
wh-
the way.
So where do I put it? Because honestly, I'm scared of it.
My mom told me to bring that.
I don't think I ever got to talk.
My mom once, she was like, do you know how babies are made? And I was like, yup. And she was like, okay.
Great, we don't have to
That's
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was excited.
That's
to
the
not
kind of
have to
shit. I
explain
think
it.
my mom expected my dad to do it, and my dad expected to get away with thinking my mom thinking he did do it. So it was kind of a stalemate where
Nice.
where he probably at one point told her, "Oh yeah, I talked to him about it," and then I just found out on YouTube or something.
Yeah, from that one video with it, put the camera in that woman's vagina.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Did you get to talk?
yeah. In 5th grade, because there was a book.
your dad's got a like a Ken and a Barbie. He's like, important. One's Barbie.
Aiden lifting up another can.
It won't work if there's two
It
Kens.
doesn't work the other way. We've tried. It's just, you might be curious.
No, I got like there was a book in the library at school in 5th grade, and it was about puberty and sex, and it had kind of everything in it, just explaining like, you know, adolescence, I guess. And I remember reading it. I took it out and I was reading it during, I don't know, reading time in a class. And there's naked people in it. And someone else in the class, like one of the girls, got upset and said, you shouldn't be reading that here. And I was like, I don't know. It's in the library.
It's such an Aiden answer.
And then
it's in the library.
It's facts, though.
I can read it.
It's facts. They put it in school.
It's also this, excuse my language, narc bitch.
yeah, yeah.
Is trying to stop my man from looking at some titties.
Yeah, titties in
Eating
the
at
drawing.
in the public school.
in the illustrated book. It was this is at a private school. This is when I went to private school for a year and a half.
I didn't know you went to private school for a year and a half.
Only for half of 4th grade and for 5th grade.
went to private school, too.
So wait, what? So at the end of half or the start of half? Like
the second half of 4th grade.
so,
I think.
you got pulled out of
I
regular
got pulled
school?
out of puppy school and put in
What
private
happened?
school.
That can't be random.
Nothing happened. It was just a good. I think my parents just thought it was a good school.
They were just like, fuck it, switch servers.
Yeah, they switched my server.
You said new server sucks?
And then new server was, fine until they took my booby book away. And
that's how you learned?
And then it got, the teacher took it, but she seemed like, she didn't seem mad. It was very strange. And then my mom, I had to meet with the teacher and my mom at the end of the day. And then that night, my dad would be gone, like, for work. And my mom gave me the talk that night, like, and kind of like went through the book with me, which was clearly even really awkward for her. And I remember one thing when she was explaining the part where, a man and a woman make a baby, and she was explaining, like, they get naked and I was like, why do they have to get, like, why would the woman get naked? You don't need to take your shirt off. I remember asking that.
Oh my God. And then later in your life, you would get scabies or get shingles and keep your shirt on to prevent it from getting on somebody
and
else.
then tell the partner, well, you don't need to take your shirt off.
That is
Full circle.
insane.
Full
It's
circle.
really full circle. I hadn't really made that connection yet.
Wow. Why can't she just bend over and then the man just unzips his pants?
I do feel like The Birds and the Bees is a difficult talk. We need like a Up in the Air movie with George Clooney, but he goes to different kids' homes.
I
to
think
tell
I'd
them
clutch
about,
that if I got the talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I think frame one, you show me a vagina, I'm like, the alphabet would probably
Just
work.
give me the first sentence. I'm your kid now.
So you're my kid?
You're my father. You're explaining this to me, and this is the mother who's really shy.
Are
to
you
do
dressed
it.
like that?
He's my
What are you doing?
older brother.
What are you doing? Give me a little bit.
I was just
In your room?
In my room, self-asphyxiating, jerking off, and then I heard you come in, and then I switched to One Piece. I alt tabbed.
Okay, and I come in. Oh, Jesus! Oh God!
It's Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay.
Dinner's ready.
So so the rest of our lives, I'm gonna act like that didn't happen.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna go back, and I'm just gonna be your stepdad.
Okay.
Okay, I'm your dad, right?
You're my dad.
Okay, I'm just gonna be your stepdad.
Hey,
I'm not gonna.
stepdad.
You don't
What do
have
you think of that?
I wanted you to call me dad. You don't have to call me dad anymore. I'm just stepdad.
Okay.
All right, but what were you watching? Out of curiosity,
I was watching One Piece.
you watching
He's
One
watching
Piece?
porn.
I come over. I sit
watching
down. I
porn.
scoot over on the bed with you. I sit down. I look, and we're looking at. Tell me, describe your porn.
It's One Piece Rule 34.
Okay.
It's just Nami, but she's in Zoan bunny form because she ate a Zoan devil fruit.
So now, as a concerned
Can't
father,
swim.
I'm saying this is my inner dialogue. Oh my God! Zipper. I'm method. I'm not method. I guess.
You're not.
I'm not method.
You couldn't handle the
I couldn't. No.
I'm drooling at the screen.
Okay. So I just learned about cartoon porn because I'm an old school dad. I was beating off to Playboys. And I go, son, don't you know that there's like real naked girls on the internet, right?
No, Nami's real. It's a Zoan form, so it makes her into a bunny, but she's a real person normally.
It's
just a devil fruit power.
No, let's check this out. We're gonna look at something that's gonna be informative to you. I Google hardcore girl on girl, covered in oil in like a kiddie pool, and then pull it up. It's on screen. Why are you looking at me, son? Look at the screen. Don't look at your father. Look at the screen.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
So you're saying you would clutch this by pulling up hardcore girl on girl?
No, I didn't say I'd clutch that.
This is what this whole
Birds
situation
and the
is.
Bees.
No.
Birds and the Bees showing two girls in a fucking blow up tub of one. And being like,
You get a 0 out of 10.
Son,
No, every boy learns that girls kiss before they learn how babies are made.
What Jason the
Son,
Weed
there's
There's
no
layers.
scissoring.
There's layers. You got to learn how awesome it is that sometimes girls kiss, and you can be like, okay, wait, I'm sexually awakened. I get that now. And then we talk about how you use your penis.
I think the first pornography I ever watched was Asa Akira lesbian video. It was the first thing I ever
Wow.
watched.
That's what I'm
Interesting.
trying to say.
Yeah.
I think
Because when you're a kid, you see porn, and you're like, well, I don't want there to be a boy.
I think
Well, I want to see well, I don't know, maybe. But
And then, well, no, Nick, I had that thought. I did have that thought. It's like, I don't know if I liked the no boys. It seems good without the. And then as time went by, I was like, it's actually great when there's all boys. Sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes I like all boys.
All boys of age, man.
Yeah.
Oops, all boys.
no, but to be clear, what I said I would clutch is getting the talk. If I was a kid,
Dude, yeah.
I would clutch at getting. I said,
Oh.
Yeah,
frame
you
one,
said-
I see a vagina, and I'm like, yeah, the alphabet would work on that.
Yeah, this is over.
What do you mean?
This
You
will
already
never
did.
happen.
You either clutched or didn't.
I'm saying if I had to talk, I would have clutched it.
I think, yeah, okay.
I didn't get to talk.
I think the harder thing is for the parent.
I think I clutched the talk as a parent.
It's hard as a kid too.
Because that's what I thought you were both saying.
You're burning up
clutched
red
it.
inside. You're
All
like,
right.
oh my god, they're showing me pachinas and
Yeah.
and my dad hasn't been home in like a year.
Hold on,
So
hold
and
on.
that, we're not even talking about that.
Aiden, you said you clutched as a parent. Let's restart. You're the parent now.
Yeah.
You're still the mother.
Dinner's ready.
Shut up!
Okay.
I gotta do that thing.
I have homework for 30 seconds.
I'm knocking on the door.
Okay.
I'm knocking on the door.
I go, oh, 1 second! 1 second! Wait!
Wait, which one's who's who?
I'm the kid.
I thought he was the mom.
He's the
Yeah,
mom. He's the
dinner's
dad.
ready.
Oh, he's the dad.
He's the dad now.
downstairs.
You're gonna replace he's the
and
dad.
I'm your cool uncle.
And you're
Your naked uncle in the. Your money
Have you
Bitcoin in
opened
the
the door
garage.
yet?
I open the door. I open the
Have
door.
you-
I open the door. I have my one-piece jammies on. I'm clearly erect.
Oh, Ludwig, why are you're pitching a tent right now?
Oh,
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah,
Your uncle's here.
It was.
Hey, kiddo. Wow, what a hog.
Uncle Nick, he's
You're
look at that
saying
tent.
my gay ass brother made that hog?
I
He
didn't.
wants to
Look at
see
your
crazy.
kiddo's hog.
Oh, boys.
Switch to the other tab. What's on that tab?
I control Shift T because I'm an honest child, and up
Wow.
pops
Wow.
One Piece porn. It's Nico Robin. She ate a Logia devil fruit, so she can have fire breasts.
She's hawking loogies in this porn.
Yeah, no, she has a Logia fruit, and her breasts are made of fire.
Yeah. I go, kiddo, scoot over. I open up command prompt. I enter like a big string of code with 300 words per minute, and then I just press enter, and you're mining Bitcoin. And I'm out.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you guys. I'll be back in 30 years.
See, that's why your uncle's so successful. He does
Sorry,
valuable things with his
am I
time.
in trouble?
Look, there's nothing wrong here except for you got to stop watching One Piece. You gotta stop watching One Piece. I'm okay with pornographic One Piece. I don't think you should be watching the normal show. It's just not good media. This is brain rot media.
I just heard
What the
online.
hell is the cum fruit?
It's one of the greatest
fucked
stories
it all
ever
up.
told. But whatever.
Son, you have any girls or boys you have a crush on at school?
No, that's gay, Dad. I'm still homophobic. I'm 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gay.
Okay, liking girls is gay?
Well, yeah, that's also kind of gay, I think.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what, you know what? Why don't we just keep it at that? You can just keep being gay. Don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to any girls or boys. And we'll stop watching One Piece. And I think your mother will be happy with this. I think we didn't
But
have
I
to
can
delve
still
into any
beat
details. You can beat off. Just leave the door open.
And then boom,
You guys didn't
A24.
have the Birds of the Beast talk.
And then A24 logo pops up. It was like a 30-minute trailer.
That's the time. Well, he said he thinks it's gay. So
Yeah,
we're kind of at an impasse.
But you gotta then broach. You say, hey, it's gay now.
I think with my
One
kid-
day it won't be gay.
One Piece.
With my kid, I'm gonna do birds, bees, and beatbox. And I'm gonna be like, boom, when the boing, the penis and the boom, boom, boom,
and the dumpling bitch.
and then he's gonna be like, well, this sounds awesome.
Nick, you already have the talk locked down.
What's that?
You go up to your kid's room. You go. I can't even say it.
What?
I can't even say it.
I'm your kid now.
What if I had a pussy?
What if I had a pussy?
Yeah, and they're already just gonna intuit because they have my genetics. They kind of just know.
Yeah, and then they're like-
they're gonna be like, oh, well, I would know exactly what to do. I'd probably want to make it finish before me.
Now, which hole is the pachina?
Do you think in those like textbooks? So someone draws those images, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I talked about this before. There's this guy who used to watch Bad Melee. He does medical anatomy textbook drawings. He's a very talented artist, and I still follow him on Instagram. And he draws like brains and hearts and shit. But do you think there is a decision or a conversation made about how large to make the woman's breasts?
Yeah, there's definitely an editor note. It has a sticky note, and it says, tad too small. Areolas are too big here.
Right. Like, why not some like off the beaten path breasts?
Well, they have to be. I think somewhat big, because then
You have to display
if you're a
them.
young if you're a young boy. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It
Could
would be
AI.
all AI now. All the textbooks are for sure using AI now.
ChatGPT defaults to bigger breasts. Can we just say it?
Why do you know that?
I'm just
He's
guessing.
right.
Oh, I thought you were saying that.
In between Call of
Because
Duty
media
coding
does.
sessions, he's typing in "woman with breasts" and just seeing
I
what it
think,
gives
I
him.
think media defaults to that.
Of course. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to depict breasts.
Like if you put Martin Luther King with breasts, it's not gonna give him A's.
It gave him way big ones.
It gave him
remember
big fucking bazookas.
reading, like having this book and I think another one at some point too, but these like illustrated kids explanations of
You got the
puberty.
series?
Huh? No, I don't know. I just remember there being like, I don't know. I
those
didn't see a lot of boobs back
It's
then.
those eyewitness
Gotta
books,
hang
and it
on to
just
them.
says pussy.
But they were both books that were neutral in their presentation of like, is this going to go to boys or girls to like teach them? So in the section about women, it was like it showed like 20 women of all shapes and sizes. Like all women look different, and it's like. And,
I remember that. Yeah, there was a penis lineup in mine.
Yeah, and then in the men have a penis lineup, and some guys are bigger and some guys are shorter, and it's to show you that you accept your body no matter what.
They didn't have one about really droopy balls because that's what I got.
Yeah. Well, and then it never told me about the dumpling pinch.
And then it didn't. Well, because we all just kind of know that.
You figure that one out.
A
Yeah.
dentist's office magazine called Goon Books. And it's like a zoo book, but it's all
Yeah, Goon Books.
all
Monthly
naked women in the
subscription.
wild,
Goon books.
Yeah,
Goon
this has
books.
like catching fish in the.
speaking
in the,
of-
this has
Goon
just been
books,
done, but it
whatever.
wasn't called Goon Books.
You guys just have Playboy magazines in your bathroom at home.
Yeah.
You got Goon Books at home.
Yeah.
wait, you had Playboys in your bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy loves Playboy.
Oh, your current bathroom. I thought you meant your childhood bathroom
No,
had
God, no.
Playboys in it from like French ass household.
No, my girlfriend loves old Playboy lore.
Okay.
And she got like
Yeah.
ancient Playboy magazines from the 60s or 70s or whenever
And
the
then they
fuck it
learned how
was.
to grab.
Dude, she's got like there's like 3 of them in a Game Informer in there.
The learn how to grab memes coming back.
What is that?
Ken vs. Bomb Soldier round 2.
That's hype.
Yeah.
That is hype.
That's pretty cool.
That's hype. You think Bomb Soldier still's got it? When was the last time he played publicly? Is it kind of recent?
He did. He played it. He went to some sort of Japanese tournament where he showed up and people watched. He didn't play in the tournament, but people watched him play, and he can still move around. And
Here's
shit.
the thing, bro. I cooked Ken
Hey,
when I
dude,
played
us,
him.
all the guys who don't go to tournaments and are loud on Twitter right now, let's watch Ken and Bomb Soldier play.
Yeah.
That's where we can all unite as one.
Finally, something for the whole family.
What you said, like you were gonna say something, and then you kind of just felt your
No,
legs.
I'm just kind of thinking about my thighs.
They
I
good?
think about your thighs a lot.
Okay, well,
About mine?
we can show you his thighs in the Patreon episode, which is coming up right now. If you're not already in there, and it's an Xbox 360 summer, so it's also
Fuck it, I'll
somewhere.
go thigh for thigh.
Do you guys want to keep doing the Patreon episodes?
I was
Do we
thinking
wanna
about
keep
quitting this whole
doing them?
podcast, but I have a date in mind.
You have a date?
I'll tell you in the Patreon.
Okay, let's get there. They reached out and they got back to us, and they said you asked 1 week too late.
Whoa.
Timothy
his
Chalamet,
tour-
Bob Dylan in this new movie. We just do that for 90
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And he just tries to leave and like the doors are locked, Timothy.
Sit down and tell us more.
Tell us more.
Why do you want to become an actor?
That would be our bit. I think
fucking-
that's when we all become really famous. Oh, you're done? You're out of
I'm
here?
done, man.
That's it.
You're
All right,
done
go
singing,
on.
bro.
Go on.
All right, man.
I'm fucking sick.
You're
First stand-up
fine.
is gay.